Good afternoon, good evening, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new day, a new evening, well, a new afternoon of Major League Actions Baseball. My name is Agent A. Some call me the Michael A. And we're live from Citi Field as the New Orleans Dodgers pull into town up against the New York Mets, a National League duel. And this is going to be quite the intriguing battle if I've ever seen one. Both of these teams sitting good. Well, the Mets sitting at 3-1 coming into today's game. The Dodgers at 2-2, and well, this is, I'd say, again, going to be an interesting game because no matter what, this is going to have some implications down the stretch of things in the National League that has been very tightly contested. You see Rhea Ripley on the mound for the Dodgers and for the Mets. And the newest New Orleans Dodger is J.J. Wade, traded for Angela. Angela's over in New York right now. While again, J.J. Wade, the newest member of the Dodgers, and he takes ball one. Wade rewinds the bat. 1 ball, no strikes. Ripley, the pitch. And she gets one in there, a cutter, to get her outing going right. Gonna try and get comfortable, pitching right. And right now, she's not fighting the strike zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. Maybe getting squeezed on those corners. And the 2-1 on the way. Drops a sweeper, very nice and low at the knees. 2-2. Wade making Rhea Ripley work on her first at bat of the day, and Wade swings on one, driven deep out the center field, going back at the track and at the wall. Now you see it, now you don't. This one is gone. Dodgers lead 1-0, and boy, oh boy, do they feel like some good bettors at the table. They trade for J.J. Wade, and in his first at-bat as a New Orleans Dodger, he sends one deep center on the first at-bat of the game. 1-on-1 on the exit velo to the deepest part of the yard. And now up to bat, miss, no batting gloves. Ash takes the pitch.
That's a ball.
And that's a ball from Ripley, for Ripley. One ball, no strikes. 1-0, and drops low. 2-0 right now. And that's 3-0. Ripley is not having the start she wanted. Now, maybe unintentionally pitching around Ash, and she gets a sinker in there finally at 3-1. Working down 3-0 now. She gets the first strike, and Ash drills one deep out center left field. It is gone. 2 back-to-back home runs for the Dodgers, and they lead 2-0. New Orleans in the city, the Big Apple, having a good time here, aren't they? Far out and gone. Ash carried that one to the second deck of Citi Field and left. And Ripley sitting amazed. 2-0 is the score with no outs.
Nope.
And Ripley can't find the strike zone. Still 1 ball, no strikes. Line drive, caught by JoJo Joseph. 1 away. And now the starting lineup for the New Orleans Dodgers. You're going to see Nagato coming up to bat next, the lefty in right field. Second baseman, collided stars. And here, Robles at first. Third baseman, Michael Stevens. Doing the catching is Franco Nicholas. And Fravera is out and right. Up to bat now, it's Nagato. Hit the only walk-off grand slam in Major League Action's history. And now the Mets trying to work a shift on the Gato, I believe that we were just trying to show there. New Orleans showing some good kick. And here's the 2-0. New Orleans needs to get a win as the Colorado Rockies have gotten a victory. They're 3-2 in the regular season. And excuse me, fifth, 3-2 in the regular season. And the Dodgers still at 2-2. Would not want to go to 2-3 and firmly get them in a losing column. The Mets, for what it's worth, still have some margin of error with the good seating they have. That's a swing and a miss, a big swing and miss at the sinker, and a Gatto out in front of that one. 1 away and 2 away for the Mets. That is Collided Stars swinging one, trailing back, deep center, and under the glove of Bautista to wrap that up. The New Orleans Crew sends 2 over the wall. It is 2-0 New Orleans here in Citi Field. And on the mound for the New Orleans side is Crimson Cobra, former Seattle Mariner, and touching down here now. We're going to see what he's going to be able to do in this domain. Cobra on the mound against J.J. Joseph, the Little League slugger, 0-1. Cobra, one of the second oldest in the MLA. Amanda Storm of the Yankees at 61 years old. Oh my God! J.J. Joseph drills one left field. It is gone! It's out of here, baby! And J.J. Joseph, not long after his birthday, gives himself a present to left field. It's 2-1 this ball game. And before I could even settle into talking about Crimson Cobra and giving some analysis, Cobra gives up a home run. And look at Joseph. Look at Joseph in the batter's box. Take off. That's a sight to behold. What a shot. Mets down by 1 after the solo shot. And up to bat is Jasleen Joseph, the aunt of the young man who just went yard. Pitch and changeup. Cobra is able to get the first strike at 0-1. Mets fans in Citi Field trying to rally up, and that's Jasleen swinging at a slider, a nasty slider at that. Would have been ball 1, but a lot of break-ins. She couldn't catch up to it. 0-2. 0-2 now, and that's a strikeout. Down looking is Jasleen. She doesn't like the call, but that was firmly in the zone, and now the Mets, with 1 away, the New Orleans Dodgers set up. Cobra, the pitch. Wow. And JoJo Joseph, he's being a gentleman about his reaction right now, but if I know the man, he is not happy about that call and not being a gentleman about the thoughts to the umpire. That should be ball 2 if you ask Joseph or ask anybody here. That's ball 1, though, firmly outside, and Cobra, even himself, looks a little confused as to what's a ball and what's a strike at the moment. Ground ball into the glove of Stevens. Throw to first in time. 2 away. And after the solo shot, 2 quick outs for the Dodgers, and now he's looking up to bat. Jasleen Joseph just went down. JoJo Joseph as well. David Wright is up to bat. Then Real GQ0. Seth Rollins is at catcher. Aaron Judge out in right. Vladimir Guerrero in left. And Jose Bautista in dead center. David Wright up to bat, and he has had some huge dingers for the Mets this season. Sometimes with their sole offense with multiple home runs in one game. 1-0 on the way. David Wright, ground ball, and here Robles can't field it. Throw to first in time. What a cleanup play from New Orleans. J.J. Joseph, the star of the Pinstripe Crew. Citi Field ignites. Mets down 2-1 after the solo shot. And they're going to keep showing that one, and rightfully so. What a dinger. And now up to bat is Rhea Ripley to start off the second inning. Top of the second here. We got Rhea Ripley and Rhea Ripley having an exchange, and that's 0-1, strike one to Robles. Pitch now. That's a ground ball. That's going to make it into center field. A single for Robles starts her day off right. Ripley gives up another hit. And you got to wonder at some point if the Mets, with 6 innings in one game, again, I've always got to mention it's not the full length of a starting pitcher might usually get. These managers have to know when to get the hook and take him out. And that's a nice double play. A soft hit to the third baseman, 5-4-3, and scored. We're going to see that again. Michael Stevens tried to get a nice little knock, but softly over to Real GQ, 0, over to JJ, then to JoJo. Will wrap up and get the Mets 2 outs. Then Franco Nicholas sends one to center field, going back and under the glove of Bautista. A quick inning gets the Mets bats back hot and swinging. GQ, Rollins, and Judge up to bat in Citi Field here on Actions Entertainment. Real GQ 0. We just saw him turn on a hell of a double play over at third base today. Sits and waits to it's a 1-0 pitch now. New York Mets down by 1 run here in Citi Field. New Orleans Mets have good standings. They are tied for first and second place in the National League with the Atlanta Braves at 3-1 on the regular season. 4-1, they would firmly get the best record in the league, and it'd be up to the Braves in the last game of this week to try and tie that record up. National League has firmly looked like the more competitive side of the coin here in the MLA this season. And Real GQ 0 giving Crimson Cobra quite the at-bat. The 2-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Seth Rollins is up to bat. The 3-2 count, a full count, the payoff pitch on the way from Cobra. The 3-2. And Real GQ 0 fouls it away. Maybe it would have been ball 4, but too close to call. The 3-2 pitch on the way. And shockingly so, not a strikeout. Maybe should have been. Crimson Cobra not happy with it. But on the first is Real GQ 0. And the New York Mets have the tying run on first. Leading run at the plate. Seth Rollins swings right field back, and it's going to one-hop off the wall. Real GQ 0 is running and charging and hauling. It's an RBI double. Seth frickin' Rollins out to right field. Some parks in the league, that's a home run. But here, the Mets are going to score on a beautiful RBI. And again, runner on second in scoring position, up to bat, Aaron Judge, getting his winter reps in, and here now 0-1.
0-1.
Always say the MLA is good for, players former and current to get, just to exercise, just to get back out and, show what you can do. 0-2 now to Aaron Judge. Crimson Cobra trying to get the first out of the inning. The 0-2. Judge down on strikes, doesn't swing at the low changeup. And it's Cobra's second strikeout of the game in as many innings. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Here in Citi Field, the Mets have a runner in scoring position, the leading run with 1 away. Guerrero swung on, driven out to left field. It's out of here, baby. Third, maybe fourth deck. Vladimir Guerrero shatters the stratosphere here in Citi Field. 450 feet nearly, 449 far. 2-run shot The Mets still have some ammo with only one away this inning. Citi Field elated. Guerrero, one of the strongest home runs you will see in a Major League Actions game. Third deck. Goodbye ball. What a shot. Up to bat is Bautista, still with one away. Bautista will check swing 0-1. No balls, one strike. Cobra, that's a ground ball in the center field. Bautista with another base hit for New York. One runner on.
Now batting, number 1.
J.J. Joseph up to bat. He shattered a home run earlier today. Cobra, pitch, low fastball, 0-1. Anything but the inning-ending double play is what the Mets want. Joseph down now. Oh, no balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first. The 0-2. Swung on, and that is, look at J.J. Wade. What a play. There's one, and cannot get 2. Anything but the inning-ending double play. However, J.J. Wade taken away. The runner going to second. What a play. Flicking it over, and again, not as good as it can get. And J.J. just flying down the base pads. That's nearly anyone else on the team that could be a double play. But, well, the young superstar gets to first base. 2 away here in the bottom of the second. New York leads 4-2. Throw to first, not in time. Captain of the Dodgers, Hollywood, not playing today, out with an injury. So the New Orleans side is a little short ammo, but that has not stopped them from jumping out as early as they did offensively. And now the Mets with their retort, the 2-0, and getting squeezed perhaps again. This is an interesting strike zone we have today. JoJo Joseph up to bat next. 3 balls, no strikes. The 3-0 swung on from Jaslene. She stays alive. 3-1. Would have stayed alive anyway, but the 3-1 on the way. And man, firm fastball from Cobra. The 3-2 count is full. He fought back on the way, swung on, and now she's staying alive. Jaslene is one of the best contact hitters in the MLA. She can grind out an at-bat. I've seen it before. And Jaslene is going to shatter one. That's into the far left part of the park. And, oh, what a catch! What a catch from Ash! Oh, that would have been an RBI at the very least of things. But Ash out in center field at the wall. What a play! 4-2, Mets still lead after a hell of an inning. And up to bat is Farrah Farah, seeing they scored 3 runs last inning, starting the top of the third. With the lead is New York. 0-1 on a sinker. Maybe that lead is what Ripley needed to start pitching comfortably. As she drops a sweeper, just barely missing the strike zone to the eye of the ump. 1-1. The 1-1. And cheer, Lord Almighty, Farrah smashes one to left field. Goodbye, ball. See ya. 4-3 is the score. The New Orleans Dodgers cross those bases, and Farrah, I believe that is her first home run in the show. And here she backwards steps across the base pads, scoring the run. It's 4-3. Dodgers still down by 1 run as the lineup turns over. Farrah feeling good about herself on that one. 4:36 and goodbye. J.J. Wade pitches low, 1-0. hit a solo shot in his first at-bat of the game. After grinding out the at-bat, the 1-0. And that one is out in a right field foul. One ball, one strike, pitch. And that is fouled, 1-2. The 1-1 on the way. And fouled away, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 becomes 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 and no. 3 balls, 2 strikes. J.J. Wade again working up a full count against Rhea Ripley. This time she walks him. He does not swing at that low cutter. It's her first walk of the day. Ash and Wade were 2 home runs for the Dodgers in the first inning, and Ash is back up to bat. And no! Ripley plunks her.
Now batting, number 0.
Jazz up to bat, the DH, and she sets up 0 for 1 in the day. Ripley losing control on the mound. 2 runners on first and third, on first and second, and fouled away 0-1. Ball boy making a nice play on that one. The 0-1, and Jazz quickly down 2 strikes in the count now. Maybe has to shorten up the swing. 0-2 on the way from Ripley. Outside, a cutter. Quickly, the Mets have found themselves in a tense situation. Their fans are standing up in the background and looking very concerned, as they should be, as Jazz fouls one away. Rollins behind the dish. He sets up low for Ripley. The 2 becomes 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here in Citi Field. Runner on first and second. No outs in the top of the third. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a full count, and Nagato is on deck. He has drained a grand slam earlier this season and has the potential to do it again if Ripley misses the zone on this pitch. The 3-2, Jazz fouls it away. Three balls and 2 strikes. Jazz, the pitch. Swung, and it's a pop-up. Frustrated, she tosses the bat. Infield fly rule, 1 away for the Mets. And Jasleen covering that one. And Ripley is going to get taken out of this game. A smart decision from the manager's side of things. They have to get a reset in and will. They're going to get Marcus Reed out and onto the mound. Fastball, curveball, slider, and a palm ball. Going to be interesting to see what he can do here as Nagato steps up to bat. He knows again what it's like to hit a big home run. With runners on first and second, 1 away, Reed has to batten down the hatches. Swing right down the left field. It's a base hit. Throwing it up to home, and not in time. The game is tied 4-4. Nagato with an RBI single. Like I said, he knows what it's like to hit a big shot and does it here in the 3rd inning. J.J. Wade up to bat. Kaleida Stars up to bat. 1-0. Wade scoring their last run just now. Kaleida Stars, a former New York Yankee. He and JoJo Joseph, teammates, and oh my God, Kaleida Stars driven out to left field. Goodbye, ball. It's a 3-run shot. The New York Mets down 7-4 after the hometown boy hits a 3-run shot. New Orleans leads. Kaleida Stars, a native of the Queens area, playing spoiler here in Citi Field. Absolutely crushing a ball to left field. Dodgers back on top. A back and forth baseball game here in Citi Field, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's Rhea Ripley up to bat. She shatters one to center field. Another base hit for New Orleans. One runner on with one away on a first pitch swing. 109 exit velocity out of the bat of Rhea Ripley. And outside, 1-0. Michael Stevens, 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch that's a strike somehow, charitable strike. Tim Lincecum and Opel in the bullpen for the Mets. 1 ball, 1 strike. Over to first, not in time. Reed sets up. Stevens is 0 for 1 of the day. Runner on first. The runner goes. Swing. Missed. Throw to second, not in time. Double play is taken away, but Michael Stevens is down. 1-2 in the count. Rhea Ripley with a good stolen base. She's on second. Stevens. The 1-2. Fouled away. Here in the top of the 3rd inning, the New Orleans Dodgers claim the lead back, while Stevens fouls away a fastball on the outside, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Reed checks second. The pitch. Strikeout looking! Just what the doctor ordered. Mets have 2 outs. Runner on second. For the Dodgers, sacrifice fly has been eliminated from effect. The catcher, Franco Nicholas, is up to bat. Recheck second. The pitch. And that's 1-0. One ball, no strikes in Citi Field. Quite the 3rd inning we've had. The top of the 3rd has been action-packed, to say least. 2 balls and no strikes on the way. Swing and a miss. The big 12-6 curve. Franco was out in front of that one. Not happy with that swing. Hitters count still at 2 balls and 1 strike to pitch. Swing and a miss. That's a palm. Out in front again, Franco Nicholas is on his last 2 swings. Let's see what adjustment he can make. That one he fouls off, 2-2. After that fastball, a lot of all-speed pitches he's seen as well. Let's see what they go for the 2-2. Low, and that's a ground ball into the outfield. Another base hit. 1 runner is going to score. New Orleans is up 8-4. RBI single for Franco Nicholas. Right through the outfield and up the middle. Couldn't have drew it up any better if you're New Orleans. And the Mets have seen enough. They're getting Reed out of this game. And we will have more MLA baseball when we return. Ladies and gentlemen, New Orleans leads 8-4 in Citi Field.
For the Mets.
And on and up, Tim Lincecum, the change-up as that main pitch, a fastball at 100 miles an hour, sinker, curve, and a slider. Lincecum knows what it's like to get some big wins, so let's see if he can start to batten down as the Mets have a runner on first, 2 away, and a lady that just hit a home run earlier today at the bat. And that's a swing out in the center field. Base hit, and they're going to hold the runner up at second. Runners are on second and first. 2 outs.
Now batting, number 17.
As the 3rd inning continues. J.J. Wade up to bat. 0-1. He worked a walk earlier. No balls, 1 strike. J.J. Wade fouls it off 0-2. Lincecum sets up. The pitch. Too high that time. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch swung on, and that's a foul ball. The 1-2 drops too low. A changeup. 2-2. Dodgers having a real good game despite missing Hollywood and having the captain of the team out with an injury. And rather than so, I'd say everyone is stepping up in a huge way. The 2-2. J.J. Wade nearly got the ball, but swings and misses at the change up. Fra Vera, that was this inning. They batted around the damn lineup as the Dodgers, 2 home runs and several RBIs later, lead 8-4.
Leading off for the Mets. First
Bottom of the third.
Number 11.
Getting started up here in Citi Field. Crimson Cobra on the mound. And the lead is 8-4. Ball 1. JoJo Joseph, another former New York Yankee who won with the, and that's a swing out foul, won with the Yanks last season in the World Series, a former teammate of Collided Stars. Knows what it's like to hold that trophy up, and he wants to do the same for Citi Field, sliding in there 1-2. And currently so, the Mets are having a better campaign than the Yankees. Yankees taking a hell of a loss today at the hands of the Seattle Mariners. Of the New York Mets try to come back down 8-4. That's a swing from JoJo Joseph out to left field, and he knew it. Now you see it, now you don't. It's out of here, baby. A solo home run for JoJo Joseph. The Mets are down by 3. That is how you cut the lead down just a little bit, little by little. Joseph knocks one out of the park. What a home run. Getting another look at it. He shattered this one to left field. And when in doubt, knocked the damn ball out of the park. 416, 101 on the exit velo, and now Crimson Cobra is going to get whistled and taken out of this ball game. Did his best, put on his best efforts, but now the Dodgers look for someone new. More MLA baseball up next.
Now pitching for Los Angeles. Number 22. Roger Clemens.
On and up and out of the bowl is Roger Clemens, of all people, to draw from the bullpen, a 7-time Cy Young Award winner. And he's out there now trying to shut down the New York Mets here in Citi Field. Clemens and the Mets have never had a good relationship. And so, this might be one of those personal games from him. David Wright up to bat. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is one of those matchups where everyone in the ballpark is going to be paying attention, as Wright against an arm like Clemens. David Wright shatters one foul. Got to believe if the Mets can get to Clemens, that will be a confidence booster and a half. David Wright, this no doubt perhaps is the best arm they could have pulled out of their bullpen. And at this point in the game, you can see the Dodgers, New Orleans is trying to go shut down as the first strikeout. David Wright unhappy with himself on that swing. Clemens notches his first of the game. 9 inches of break. My God. We're right there and saying, right, look, this looks like a great pitch. And then it just diverts away. Wow. Pitch from Clemens. PQ 0, fouls it off 0-1. Lincecum on the mound for the Mets. Clemens on the mound for the Dodgers. Here, no balls, 2 strikes. 1 away here in the bottom of the third, and somehow Real GQ stays alive on that swing. The 0-2. Swung on and fouled away. 1-2. One, two, fouled up and high. And a strikeout. He could not do anything with the fastball on the outside part of the zone. He went down looking and was doing a good job fouling it off, but got shown that he couldn't do anything with it. Mets, 2 outs now in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Slider misses the zone for 1-0. 1-0 on the way. That's a swing and a ground ball into the outfield. Clemens gives up a base hit. Rollins is on the first, and that could be a good start for the Mets. With Aaron Judge up to bat. He struck out earlier today. If there was ever a pick at bat for, to watch in a game, I'd say this was the one. Judge, 2 away. Runner on first. And a ground ball, 0-1. Roger Clemens versus Aaron Judge. This is a must-see TV. No balls and 1 strike. Rollins over. Imagine this bat ending like that. Clemens has 1 more of those. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1. Swing and a miss with the fastball.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Maybe out in front of that one. Clemens could get out of this inning with minimal damage done. The 0-2 on the way. Swung, fouled. Outside, maybe it would have been ball 1, but I don't blame the batters for swinging with the way the umpire has been today. 0-2 on the inside. Judge checks swing. It's the first ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here in Citi Field, Clemens, the runner on, throws the 1-2. Swung on and fouled away. New Orleans has come out with some great offense and great response against the Mets. The 1-2, Judge, another foul ball. Push come to shove, this is a productive at-bat, working down the arm of Clemens, and the 1-2, Guerrero on deck. Judge sits on that one low, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Franco sets up low. Swing and a miss! Judge on a nasty splitter. Everyone in the Citi Field and around the world questioning that one. Not before JoJo Joseph can't shatter one to left field, cutting the lead down by just a bit. We're going to the top of the 4th inning, and Ash is up to bat.
Ball.
And down 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Inside, 1-1. Great pitch on the fastball from Lincecum. 1-1 is low. Nearly hit Ash.
2-1.
Giving him some free base runners. Not what the Mets would have wanted at this juncture. 2 balls, 1 strike. Lincecum on the way. Swing and a miss. The changeup.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 is on the way. Swung on, Ash gets it into left field. It's a base hit right off the wall, and that was one of the sweetest you'll see. She's going to get held up at second to maintain that double. A leadoff double scores more often than not. DH Jazz up to bat. She's 0 for 2 today. Swung on and fouled, 0-1. Dodgers again doing all of this without their captain Hollywood, down on injury
Ball. That's down.
after their last game. Here now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And 1-2 now. Got a runner on second. Jazz fouls it away, a changeup low. The 1-2. Still 1-2. Lincecum tried to get it with the changeup. Runner on second, the pitch. Swung on, another foul ball. These batters working these pitchers' arms, these counts. The 1-2. Strike out looking. This has not been an easy day if you're a batter. Neither nor has it been as if you're a pitcher, but more so again, these batters must be confused as to what's a ball and what's a strike on both sides of things. So over to first, over to second, not in time. Nagato up to bat. Had an RBI single earlier today. The pitch
Nope.
in there from Lincecum is 1-0. One ball, no strikes. In there, 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that's a swing, fouled away, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes from Nagato. The pitch, swing and a miss, a changeup.
Now batting number 13.
Running up to bat. Collided Stars, drained a home run earlier today. 2 outs this way through. And inside, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The 0-2
Ball.
becomes 1-2. Swung on and ground ball, foul. The 1-2 on the way. Lincecum can't get the swing and miss the changeup. 2 outs for the New York Mets here in the top of the 4th inning. As Stars, dear God Almighty, makes this a 5-run game. His second of the day. This one to center field on 2 strikes. The silence is deafening. New Orleans crossing 2 as Collided Stars shatters one far out and gone. 5 runs the Mets are down by. Lincecum cannot get the check swing strike, 1-0 to Robles. The 1-0 becomes 1-1, fouled away. High-scoring game, both sides, as
That's a ball.
Lincecum drops 2-1.
1 strike.
2-1 on the way, and Robles fouls it off, a hanging changeup. 2 balls and 2 strikes, looking for the swing and miss. And he gets it right down the heart of the plate. Could have been costly, but not before a costly 2-run shot, giving the New Orleans Dodgers a 5-run lead, 10-5 here in Citi Field. Up to bat is Vladimir Guerrero. Hit a 2-run shot earlier out. In the bottom of the 4th, pitch.
That's outside.
And that's 1-0. Roger Clemens still out on the mound for the Dodgers. He might just pitch the rest of the damn game.
Nope, that's down.
2-0 to Guerrero. 2-0 pitch on the way.
No. Inside.
Becomes 3-0. Clemens shockingly losing the strike zone as 3-0 is on the way, and he will walk Guerrero on 4 pitches, giving the Mets a free base runner. Bautista's 1 for 1 on the day. Pitch. He looked like he wanted to shatter that one. He didn't swing. Fastball inside, right down the heart, 0-1. 0-1 is on the way. Swing and a miss out in front that time on a slider. No balls and 2 strikes. Let's see if he can fight back. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. It's the first out of the inning and the 4th strikeout for Clemens ever since coming into the game. Young man, this is a test of everything. J.J. Joseph up against Clemens. The ever so confident slugger goes up against one of the grumpiest old men in baseball history, 1-0. Runner on first base. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss into the backstop. The ball goes. The runner advances to second base. He ruled a wild pitch as Guerrero gets on to second base. A runner is in scoring position. Throw to second, not in time. Here now, pitch, and fouled away. One ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Joseph sits on a fastball. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 4th, the pitch. And a ground ball. Throw to first in time, and 2 away. Clemens getting the better of that exchange as a ground ball sends Joseph back to the dugout. Jasleen is 0 for 2 in the day with some productive at-bats I have to add in, though. So let's see if she gets another one of those up against Clemens. Slider, 0-1. Guerrero on second. Sac fly. Can't happen this time around. Swing and a miss, and that's another weird loose ball. Guerrero's going to, of course, haul up to third base. Another wild pitch from Clemens. It's 0-2, however, thanks to the swing and miss. Can Joseph get a hit into the field? Another Clemens, I guess, losing the strike zone, losing some control. Couple of interesting pitches. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Jasleen, 2 outs for the Mets. The Dodgers trying to get the swing and miss, and she does not swing and miss. It's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes on the way. Check swing, and they say she didn't go. It's 3-2. Full count for New York. Payoff pitch on the way. Clemens checks third. The 3-2. Swung on and fouled by Jasleen. 3 balls, 2 strikes, bottom of the 4th. The 3-2. Swung on, ground ball. Can Wade field it? Yes, he can! What a play! J.J. Wade stopping the RBI single on one of the best jump throws you will see. What a play! In his first game as a Dodger, he is bringing the rain.
Pitching for
On the mound for the Mets side of things, it's going to be Oldhill. We're going to watch that play one more time. Jasleen is sprinting over to first base. And look at Wade. This throw is not easy to make with accuracy. And there he goes. Oh my goodness. He sorted it over in time. And again, what a play. Opill outside 1-0 for his first pitch. Mets having switched up their lineups quite a bit. The lefty is back out there.
That's ball 2.
And 2-0 now. Two balls, no strikes, and that's a swing far and foul ball. Stevens nearly 1.7 feet away from a home run. 2-1 on the way. And he gets a base hit anyway. 2-1 swing on a fastball. And, oh, Guerrero couldn't field it right. He's going to second in time. Of course he was. Made a little weird play there in the outfield. And, well, Michael Stevens, yet again the Dodgers get a base runner on. A leadoff double. New Orleans is going to get strike one called. Top of the fifth, and the Dodgers are trying to pour more offense on. Swing and a miss at a nasty knuckle curve. Franco, Nicholas, and Opill with an exchange. This is a fun little sight to see as Opill has Nicholas down 0-2.
1 ball.
He waits. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 on the way. Swung on, and Franco Nicholas sends one to right field. It's under the glove of Legato, and the tag up. Nearly a double play from the Mets. Michael Stevens makes it in time. Judge caught it. But Legato plays for a whole other team. 1 out, and the sac fly could be in effect as Farrell is up to bat, but a runner on third.
Ball 1.
1-0. 2 for 2 on the day. With a home run to show for it. And that's a strike. That was a strike. Farrell rightfully looking and showing emotion. The 1-1 hopped up backstop 1-2 now. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Farrell 2 for 2 on the day. Is she going down? She fouls it up and high. It's still 1-2. New Orleans trying to get a run in, continue their hot scoring. They have scored a run in nearly every inning this game. The 1-2. Swung on. That's a ground ball. It's going to go to first. Sacrifice. Hit. Sac fly or sac, ground ball. Point is, the Mets are down 11-5. J.J. Wade is up to bat. Having a hell of a game of his own right. The pitch inside, 1-0.
1-0.
1 ball, no strikes. The pitch.
Ball, that's out.
And that's a ball. 2-0. Swung on from J.J. Wade. That's high. That's back. That's deep. It's going to go hop off the wall. It's a ground rule double. And J.J. Wade, after another potential shot that looked like it was going to leave the yard, it bounces in and goes into the Mets bullpen as runner on second for Ash. Been a 1-2 combo between these two. Oh my God, what a swing and what a catch from Real GQ Zero. Ash tried a quick swing and flies into the glove of the third baseman. We're going to the bottom of the fifth. 11-5 is the score. Joseph Wright, 0 up next.
Leading off for the Mets, first baseman, number 11.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Agent A. We are live here in Citi Field, where the New York Mets are facing the New Orleans Dodgers. They're down by 6 runs here in the bottom of the fifth.
Ball, that's inside.
It's a ball 1 call. 1 ball, no strikes as Clemens is up to bat. Oh, is up on the mound still. JoJo Joseph up to bat. Swing and miss. 1-1. Joseph hit a home run earlier today. 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the way. Loses it. 2-2.
2-2 to count.
The 2-2. Swung on. Foul. Stays alive. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Clemens, the 2-2. Wing and a miss. Joseph down on strikes. That is another strikeout for Clemens.
David Wright.
And here we are. Bottom of the 5th. Right up to bat. 0-1 now.
0-1's the count.
No balls and 1 strike on the way. Swing and pops it right up. It is not New York's day. 2 away. Real GQ 0 up to bat. 0-1.
0-1.
Swing. G0 fouls it off. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 out.
Ball
1-2.
Ball.
2-2. Swing and a miss. After fighting back a bit, GQ 0 goes down on strikes, and Roger Clemens continues to show out on the mound. Clemens, after coming into this game, not as a starting pitcher, has 6 strikeouts, and here we are on the top of the 6th inning. Pitch. 1-0. Lele and Randy Johnson in the bullpen. Yo, 1. Shens one to left field. This is back. Gone! Shaz with the solo shot. She was due. Didn't have the best offensive day, but finally the DH gets a shot out in the left, and the Dodgers add more on. They lead by 6. Quickly so, that ball flew to left with no outs. Not by 6, they do not. Excuse me, guys. Pitch.
Ball 1.
Pitch on the way.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Lead by 7, damn. Down big. Legato. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two, 1 on the way. Legato pops on the right field. There it goes, and under the glove of Judge. 1 away.
Now
To bat is Collided Stars, who has hit 2 home runs up to this point. Again, the native Queens New Yorker, former New York Yankee, with 2 jacks in this game. Essentially, so chance for 3. 2 for 3 on the day. Opil sends the pitch.
Ball 1.
High fastball, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
1 ball, no strikes. Pitch from Opill. Swing and a miss. Huge swing and miss. The 1-1. Bat. Oh my goodness. Like I said, apparently GQ, Stars is in hit mode as he is down 1-2 and swinging at some bad pitches. 1-2 on the way. Down on strikes. Those corners have been killing everybody today.
Now batting, number 3.
Opill gets one notched up, and down looking is Stars. It's a good time to check the next matchups for both of these teams. The New York Mets in Week 6 are going to play their National League rivals, their old friends, the Atlanta Braves. Nahir Robles, that's legit, out to right field. It's back and off the wall. Gloved by Bautista, throwing a second. She's in safely.
Now batting, number 5.
And the New York Yankees will be in New Orleans facing this Dodgers team. Gonna see if these, look at that, trying to get his best track on it, but Michael Stevens up to bat, just missed out on a home run earlier today as a double and a run scored. Pitch, and 0-2 now.
No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls, 2 strikes, the 0-2.
That's a ball.
High fastball at 1-2. Pitch on the way. Michael Stevens swung on, driven to left field. There it goes. Another one for the Dodgers. A 2-run home run. They cross. More offense across the base pads. 14-5 is the score. Michael Stevens, after barely missing one earlier today, he and Robles will cross those base pads, leading by more. And that, an impeccable shot to left. Goodbye, ball. And Opill going to get taken out of this ball game. And up and on is Brax to get onto the mound. 3-pitch mix out of him. They need just 1 out. Pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
That fastball is low, 1-0.
Ball, that's out.
Slurve in at 2-0. Franco sitting on it, the catcher. 1 for 3 today. And Franco is going to send one to right field. Can Judge get it? And no, he will not be able to get it. That's a base hit. Going to second is Franco, and he's out on the base run attempt. Aaron Judge, after seemingly, of course, that first play looked like it wasn't going to be the best, but didn't expect Franco to turn for 2. Joseph is able to finish it. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. 14-5 is the score. And Jaden is going to get on the mound. They will try to wrap this game up. 101 on a fastball, change-up, splitter, and curve. A lot of all-speed pitches. Keep batters dancing. And Seth Rollins is up to bat. The pitch.
Nope.
1-0. Dodgers will go up in the standings in there. Two and 0. 2 balls and no strikes. Bottom of the 6th. Swung on in. Rollins. Can he get this one to lead? It does! Goodbye, ball. A home run for the Mets. 14-6 on a Seth Rollins solo shot. That, I've seen some crazy things in sports. Could this be one of them? 107 exit velo. And Rollins gets a home run across one of the better pitchers on the team. And 14-6 is the score. Here's the pitch from Jaden. Judge sits on the splitter, 0-1. The 0-1 on the way is 1 ball, 1 strike. Judge. Oh. Gets a swing, and it's a soft grounder to Robles, throwing over to first in time. 1 away.
Now batting left fielder, Vladimir Guerrero.
Vladimir Guerrero up to bat. With 1 away for the Mets, 14-6 is the score, and Guerrero will check his swing, 1-0. Had a huge home run earlier in the game, and still trying to get back to those same successes. The 1-0. Guerrero has one of the better swings in the MLA. I mean, the sound of the bat, if it's foul or not, it's always going to be something loud. Swing and a miss. 12-6 curve. 1-2 now.
2 strikes.
1 ball and 2 strikes on the way.
Ball 2.
Loses it 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Guerrero, that one is trailing in under the glove of Ash for the 2nd out. No one is going to tag up, or can't tag up at least, but 2 outs now, bottom of the 6th, and Bautista could be the last batter of the day. The Mets certainly not going to want to remember this matchup. The Mets again facing the Atlanta Braves next week on their home soil, while the Dodgers go back home to New Orleans to face the New York Yankees in a Week 6 matchup. And those, well, that's where the season starts to batten down. Games get more and more important. That's a ground ball. This one is over. The New Orleans Dodgers coming to Citi Field and curb stomp, roach stomp. They were disrespectful in this ballpark. Collided stars with a 2 home run game. Ash, every one of those 2 center fielders, outfielders are seen there, got some good jacks up today, and everyone can leave happy. J.J. Wade in his first game as a Dodger completely, he was expected to do some great things for them. But I'd say even the Dodgers would say he exceeded expectations. Stars in his homecoming game, he had a homecoming. He had a fun one. 2 home runs, 1 game. Very fun matchup this was. The New Orleans Dodgers with 17 hits. Can't forget, of course, the 6 strikeouts from Roger Clemens through only 3 innings pitched. And over on the Mets side of things, they did their best, but after a while, it appeared that they were scrambling and just trying to find a momentum. But 3 for 3 from Seth Rollins. And the hitters did show up. They did their best, but the Dodgers, better offense beats better defense, and the Mets defense wasn't even that great today either. But ladies and gentlemen, we do thank you for watching MLA Baseball. We will have more. The final game of Week 5. It is going to be the Astros versus the Braves. We thank you for watching. We'll see you around. See ya!